and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City, sponsored by the Brewery Arts Center. I'm Courtney Bloomer, and our guest this week is Laura Main from Wired Wednesday Digital Artists. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you.
Tell us, what is the Wired Wednesday Digital Artists Club?
Well, Wired Wednesday is a group of artists that get together to talk about and produce films. We are filmmakers, and we like to teach filmmaking and encourage people in the community to join us to do that.
Right, to really find their voice in their own films.
Right. Wired Wednesday began meeting in December 2010, and our founder thought it would be great to provide an opportunity for people to produce films and make films. So that's what we do. We meet, we talk about it. A lot of us have different skills, and we work together and collaborate so that we can do independent films.
And one way that you encourage people to become involved in independent filmmaking is through the Carson City Citywide Short Film Competition, which is going to be taking place here in just a couple of weeks. What can people expect from the short film competition?
Well, the short film competition is a fabulous time for people to take part in this process. There's lots of support through the Wired Wednesday people. And what happens is on April 27th, the film competition will begin. It's a one-week competition. People come to Paradise Salon and Wellness Center. They get their prompts there. There's 3 prompts that are required to be put into the film: a line, a prop, and something else.
And right, and these are secret right up until that evening, so you can't get a jump on this.
You can't get a jump on this. And so then they write their script, they find their location, and produce their film all in 1 week.
Have a week to do it. At the end of that process, the Brewery Arts Center, which is our sponsor for the show this week, is going to be hosting the screening. And anyone from Carson City who wants to come and watch these fantastic films is invited to come that night.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And we have 2 age categories this year. We have 16 and under, and older than 16, all the way up to however you want to produce.
Right, 16 to 100.
Exactly.
Over 100.
So it's really great. We want kids to participate in this. Kids are really talented. They kids too.
Tell us a little bit about some of the past films that have won the competition.
Well, we actually do 3 different competitions every year, or we've had 3 different competitions. We usually do the citywide, and then we do a creepy film fest as well at Halloween time, which is mostly horror films or psychological thrillers. And then we did a St. Patrick's Day film festival one year too. And in the citywide, we've had winners. That there was a gentleman named Aaron who produced a film that had a lot of special effects. It was called Clones, and it was hilarious. It was so creative and just a really good job with the film. And so we have audience that votes for the films. And then we have judges as well, and they know a lot about filmmaking, and they will judge the films based on their knowledge and understanding.
And you can win the Audience Choice Award or the Judges Award. People who are familiar with reality TV shows probably know how this works.
Right, exactly.
So if you attend the screening, you too can have a say in what film wins. And what do they win? Bragging rights?
Yep, pretty much bragging rights.
But it is a great opportunity to go out and have a great evening out. Red carpet event.
Yes, it is.
Lots of fun. They make a big deal out of this. And these are all local people from here in the region.
It has been in the past, but we are accepting contributions from people outside of the area.
All right. So people who may not be from Carson City who are watching this, they can come and take part in this event.
That's right.
All right, the screenings are going to take place on May 7th. Yes. You mentioned there being 2 categories, the junior category for the under 16 and then the older, we'll call it the senior category.
Sure.
A late night event for them. Mm-hmm. There's actually going to be 2 screenings this year.
Right.
So the kids are going to go a little bit earlier in the day.
Right.
So that it's not such a late night event for them. Mm-hmm. And then the second screening will take place in the evening. Mm-hmm. Both at the Brewery Arts Center? Out in your finest screening with those. All right. Yes. Lots of fun to get dressed up and spend an afternoon or an evening out in your finest screening some films. All right, if people are interested in participating in the film competition, obviously you mentioned that it is going to kick off on April 27th, but where can people go and find out more information about how to enter?
It's really simple. Simple. They just go to the Facebook page for Wired Wednesday and they can sign up there.
So head to Facebook and just search Wired Wednesday Digital Artists, and it'll come up, and plenty of information there about how to be involved in the Carson City Citywide Short Film Competition.
Yes.
Tell us a little more about Wired Wednesday. Are there any exciting projects that you guys are working on right now?
Well, Wired Wednesday is just a great resource. Go to that Facebook page, connect with us, and if you're interested in filmmaking at all, that's the place to help find skills. We share skills there. We have people that are very adept in certain specific areas, lighting, sound, the camera work, and even acting and auditioning and so forth. And so it's a great resource to become a filmmaker. If this is on your heart, if you have a story you want to tell, maybe you're just a screenwriter, a storyteller, and you would love to see that in film.
Right.
Well, this is where to go. Go to Wired Wednesday and we can help you make that.
Now you're also involved in another really exciting arts project that's taking place here in Carson City. That's Indie Film America. Tell us about Indie Film America and what it is that you're doing here in Carson.
Well, Indie Film America is a youth film production company. What we do is we teach the youth in the community how to produce film. And that is from everything from acting to its cast and crew. So what's going to happen is someone's going to come and not only audition to be an actor, we have opportunities for people to audition to be part of the crew so that they can learn what lighting is all about. And they can learn what audio and camera work is all about. We will have student directors, and it's just really arts education. And so we want to provide that in this community.
Right. Many schools aren't able to provide as in-depth arts education as they used to due to funding cuts. So this is a great outlet for kids in our community who might be interested in the arts to come and take place in, like you said, a really multidisciplinary approach, whether they want to be on screen or behind the camera. You can help them with that.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, there's lots of kids who want to tell a story. They have a screenplay right in their pocket and they would love for that to be told. So this is an opportunity for these kids to come and collaborate and share their skills.
All right. Is Indie Film America working on any projects right now that people can come be involved in?
Right now we have a script out there and we will have auditions for that script on June 11th. And then that screening will be August 12th. We will have a screening for that. And so we will be working on that script all summer. We're looking for actors, cast, and crew as well.
Can you give us a little sneak peek about what it's about?
Well, it's sort of a sci-fi kind of thriller story. It's interesting, and it really is geared towards a teen audience.
So there's the first script that is the sci-fi thriller. Are you going to be working on anything else this summer, something that might be appropriate for other audiences?
Yes, we're going to include 2 other scripts as well. We just have the sci-fi thriller one right now, but we're working on a couple other scripts as well.
They're in production.
They're in production.
Someone here in town is writing them as we speak.
They are.
And by the time the auditions roll around, they will be complete, and people can read for parts in those shows as well. All right, that sounds very cool. What can kids do if they want to take part in this?
They can go to our Facebook page, Indie Film America, and they can communicate with us there, and we'll talk to them about how it all works.
All right, so the auditions, the production, the screening, all happening here in Carson City.
Yes.
All right, very exciting. Lots of really interesting arts projects for anyone in town who might be interested in that, or folks from around the region really can come to Carson City and make a movie.
Yep.
All right.
That's right.
That sounds fantastic. Laura, thanks so much for coming today and sharing this with us. Again, the Facebook pages are the Wired Wednesday Digital Artists Group if you'd like to learn more about the Carson City Short Film Competition, or Indie Film America to learn how youth in our community can come and be part of that exciting sci-fi thriller movie. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks to all of you for joining us as well. Thanks for watching It's Your City. If you'd like to sponsor a future edition of our show, please contact Darla at the number shown on your screen. We'll see you next week.